Salutationis, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man X3. In the last episode, we didn't actually make any progress on the stages, but we did show off some extra items, as well as an optional boss and mini-stage. And now, it's Fortress time. Dr. Doplers Fortress, that is. And he has some pretty good music in his place, too. I quite like the Doppler Stage theme. So as you can imagine, being a Fortress stage in a Mega Man game, this stage has a combination of enemies from other stages, such as those red missile shooting guys and these wall climbing things, and these other wall climbing things. Those guys can be positioned in annoying locations later in the stage. Also, you'll notice that these guys are actually back to being red now, instead of green. Well, it does make sense. I mean, varying their behavior based on whether you've defeated Blast Hornet or not would be pretty pointless, since you have to defeat him to come to this stage anyway. Also, I am just taking hits all over the place, but it doesn't matter too much since I have the armor. Also, yeah, parts of the ceiling here collapse, and they have spikes on them, and that will cause you to instantly die. That can seem a bit daunting if you're not prepared for it, that part, but it's pretty easy to get past, and that's the only part where that gimmick appears. Also, speaking of things that can cause instant death, crushing walls. These are probably the easiest set of them to get past in the entire series, though. And, yeah, I figured that guy was about to hit me. So, prepare a charge shot for up here, because boss door appearing out of nowhere, and big robot that looks like a mid-boss. That's because it is a mid-boss. Also, a Wild Zero appears. X, I've come to help you. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling, you destroy that junk robot. So yeah, we have to destroy this thing, and it goes down pretty easily. Yeah, it can shoot at you, and the shots are harder to dodge than you'd think, but they don't do that much damage to me anyway because of the armor, and chances are the thing will only get to attack you once because it has not much in the way of HP, shall we say. Next, there is an army of powerful mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. But weren't they already? Be careful. Now watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm going to scout around. I'll catch up later. So yeah, that certainly was a mid-boss of sorts. But on to Dr. Doppler Stage 1, Part 2. And I did mention you shouldn't try to use charge shots on those guys, right? Yeah, that's why. Also, I did mention that these guys can be positioned rather annoyingly. Well, yeah, case in point. Though air dash does make it easier to get past that pair of them. Also, I like to use Spinning Blade here, because if you dash across here, you can grab onto this wall, but that guy is in the way, and you will probably run into him. Well, almost certainly run into him if you don't shoot him beforehand. So we actually have a right armor platform. I think this... I'm pretty sure this is the only one in the Fortress stages. So why not use it? I'll admit it does make this part of the stage a little bit on the easy side, but we don't get to use it for long anyway, and it does help avoiding damage because we will need to avoid damage for a certain item coming up here. Drop down here and get out of the right armor, then slide down this wall, and you'll find that you can actually go through part of it. Pink capsule! Enter this capsule, X. Install this chip to enhance all your parts. The situation should now be improved. Good luck, X. So yeah, this pink capsule basically does everything that all four of the other ones did at once, and that's why I didn't bother getting any of the others. It also turns you a shiny golden color. But yeah, now I have the benefits of all four of the other capsules, so I can air dash twice. I have a special weapon version of the fully charged shot. My helmet will refill my health, and I get 75% damage reduction. Quite nice, that. It's just a pity you don't get to use the armor in X3. It's the double upgraded version of it. Much because it appears so late in the game. Well, of course, unless you want to just get one of the armor parts and have done with it. Hard to say which one I'd take if I had to do that, but probably either the head or the boots. Also, I don't know why this room is so tall here, but boss door. And this time it actually is a real boss. Bit and Byte? We're fighting these guys again? We've been waiting for you, X. Dr. Doppler modified us after our first battle against you. Take a look at these new upgrades. Combo attack, go! Yeah, Bit and Byte have combined into this monstrosity known as God Shino Ineri. Weird name and annoying boss. But one thing my brother discovered is that if you actually let it grab you and then just stay there, you're in a good position to just keep shooting at its head. Not that I necessarily recommend doing that. Also sword beams, and this guy does a crap load of damage to you, even with the upgraded armor. And I'm pretty good at fighting this guy. If you defeated both Bit and Byte with their weakness weapons, you'll actually be fighting a different boss here. But of course I just used the buster on them, so I'm fighting the combo thing. I'll have to show off the other boss, though, probably in a bonus video. I've heard that one strategy is to get behind him, but I think he actually has another attack if you do that. Just dash over the hand so he doesn't grab you and slam you into the ceiling. But yeah, that guy's down, and I'm certainly a lot better at fighting him than I was when I was younger. I always used to have to use probably multiple sub-tanks on that guy. But he is down. And we have completed Dr. Doppler, I guess. Dr. Doppler Stage 1. And there's our password, though at this point in the game the passwords are pointless because they don't take you any farther than the first two of the Fortress stages. So, with that, I will see you in the next episode when we take on Dr. Doppler Stage 2. Until next time.